It's all right. I thank God for you. Y'all are blessings to me. A true blessing. I ain't got nothing to hide. My burdens are heavy, but when I'm weak, he's strong through me. He speaks through me. The weaker I get, the more frustrated I get with my life, and I did this, I did that, then the more he speaks through me, the more he takes control of me. That's just where he wants you at. Get frustrated. That's when he gonna speak through you. But he gotta get you in that point where ain't nowhere else to go but to him. He said, those that I love, I correct them. I chastise them. When you go to jail, it's called the Department of Correction, Rehabilitation. But we get mad at the correction.
Shalom, shalom. Start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching and preaching us the truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, and they calling the lesser sure. Shalom. You know, just to get right into the video, man, going off the title, it's Be Ye Angry, man. And just like the scripture tell you, and just like the beginning little clip like I just showed you, with the elder man speaking, you know, hey man, you gotta be frustrated, man. That's exactly what he wants you, man. You gotta be frustrated in the spirit. You gotta be angry in the spirit, man. You gotta be vexed with the 50 conversations, just like Lot was. You gotta be vexed with the way of this world going, man. The way everybody living, the way everybody operating, the way they think, man. The way wickedness is just being pushed out on the earth, man. You gotta be angry, man. Just waking up. Esau's kingdom every day, man. In captivity, man. You gotta go to them Esau's job, work at Esau plantation, man. You know, if you ain't working for Esau, you working for a Moabite or that own the company. It don't matter, man. Either way, you still in captivity, working for the heathen, man. You got to be vexed with that, man. You got to be vexed. You got to work your 10, 12 hours every week, man, just to get by, man. And then you tired from the workplace, man. You get home, you just wore out, man. You got to be tired. It ain't enough time in the day, man. You know, because you know Esau got to set up where you on his schedule, man, or where you on his scheduled program. But these are things we're subject to. You know, for going off, but you just gotta be vexed by it, man. You ain't enough time, man. You got 10 hours at the job, and you gotta try to get 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Then you get up, you still trying to, especially for brothers in the truth, you still trying to get up and get a lesson in, or maybe read, study, or or learn from the elders and apostles. But and then you still got, we gotta brush your teeth, take a shower, get up and eat. Man, you still gotta pay for these type of things, man. And then even after working your week or your 2 weeks after you get paid, you still got to go back and pay Esau water bill. You still got to go back and pay the light bill. You still got to go back and you subject to rent. You still subject to car insurance, You still subject to all these things of the world, man. You still got to go hang around these wicked-ass people, man, with their wicked inventions and wicked thoughts, man. You got to be vexed by this shit, man. Fucking working with them. In this place, man, I seen a post. It's kind of carnal, but I seen a post on Instagram. I think it was saying, back in the ancient days, man, I think what it was saying, it was just saying, that's what it was saying. It was like, the post was like, I'm pretty sure God put us on earth to, basically like to reproduce and protect the earth. And it was like, now we going to work and doing all these different things. It was like, the world got ghetto, man. And this shit ghetto as hell, man. You working with fucking crackheads, fucking bums. Not to down these people, but people doped up, man. You working with all these fucking with these Eves with the big head, man. Mind just gone, man. You working with these bored out ass jakes, man. This shit gotta vex you, man. It just waking up in the kingdom every day is vexing, man. That should make you angry enough, and put you in that spirit, man. Especially your brother of the truth, man. That's in the spirit. You have about these shit should vex you, man. This should make you angry. This should make you, want to go hard. And that's really the whole point. It should make you want to go hard, get you frustrated to the point where you want to just do the work, where you want to just commit all your works to the Lord, man. To how about outside, so you can get the hell up out of here, man. So you can be counted worthy in that day, in the return of the day of the Lord, man. Because that's ultimately what it's all about, man. And building up the brothers, in the same spirit, like-minded, man. So you can get the hell up out of here, man. I'm tired of waking up every day, having to go work my 10, 12 hours, man. I'm tired of waking up every day, at the end of the month, I still got to pay my car insurance. I still got to put gas in my car. I still got to make a way, You still got to help out over here. You still got to help out over here. It's all the vanity of the world, man. But we'll get right into it. Ain't enough rant. We'll just get right into it, man. Free precepts lined up. Again, just going off the title, man. Be ye angry. So we're going to start in the book of Ephesians in chapter 4. The book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 26. And it reads, it says, be ye angry and sin not. You know, so like the scripture telling you, man, and we got to be angry and sin not. Just like I was saying, you know, you got to be angry to the point, to not where you sin, to not where you go off, you know, but just you know, just mad enough, angry enough, you know, frustrated enough in the spirit to where, you know, it's still your spirit up to do the work, man. It's still your spirit up to do a lesson on these things. It's still your spirit up, you know, to really want to get the hell up out of here, man. You know, it shouldn't stir you up to wrath, you know, to malice, you know, to where you going off. But it should stir you up in the spirit to where you ready to get the hell up out of here, man. You going hard as you can for the Lord, man. You know, you patiently waiting on the return of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. But from the top, verse 26, be ye angry and sin not. Let the sun, so like you let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. Like I was saying, you don't want to get angry enough, you know, to where you getting mad in wickedness, man. You know, you going off and you giving place to the devil, like it tell you in verse 27, man. You don't want to give place to the devil, to Satan, because he already, you know, he already doing enough, man. Satan already working hard as he can, man. He working 2 times hard, man. He working the first shift, the second shift, and the night shift, man. Satan don't never stop, man. So Satan just say Satan don't never stop. You can't stop, man. You gotta go hard for this thing, man. To the return of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. Until he tell you, hey, the work is over, the work is done, man. Till then, man, you gotta keep going, man. You gotta be that angry, man. You know, and that ready just to get out of this kingdom, man. You know, cause we ain't seen half of the things that, you know, that was promised to us, man. We ain't seen nothing, man. Jake living it up. Jake happy with his Hellcat. Jake happy with his paycheck every week, you know. We can't be happy with these things, man. It's like the scriptures tell you in Zephaniah. Let's grab there. And Zephaniah, so like, yeah, just like the scriptures tell you in Zephaniah, man. Like the man that settled on their leaves, man. You don't want to be settled on your leaves, man. Because the Most High said, well, he gonna punish those men. Let's grab that real quick. It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, and verse 12. And it reads, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil, man. So the Most High telling you, man, and he gonna punish the men that's settled on their leaves, man. And let's grab that definition of leaves for edification purposes. It's what it tells you, the book of leaves. It's like you're not book of leaves, but the definition of leaves, it says someone or something that is at ease, not disturbed or worried, man. So these are the men that's good with this world, man. You know, like I tell you, it says that that's at ease. They're not disturbed or worried, man. They're not disturbed by the ways of this society, by how things going. They're not disturbed by the way that people think and live and how they operate on a daily basis, man. They're not disturbed with having to pay their bills, having to be subject to all these different things, these different payments, man. Like which is prophesied in the scriptures. And they're not worried, man. They're not worried about the return of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. They're not worried about salvation. They're not worried about getting the hell up out of here, man. You know, these the men that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah gonna punish, man. You don't want to be one of those men. You're not worried. You're not watching, man. And they go on to watching, man. Because when you worried about something, it was like somebody that, you know, somebody that got a warrant or they worried about the police. They gonna be watching out for the police, man. They, you know, every time they see the police, they're on point. They worried about that. You got to be worried for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man, on his return, man, and being in good eyes and good favor with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah when he returns, man. You know, you got to be, you know, worried about salvation, things that, you know, that pertain to salvation, man. You know, worried about the brothers walking in the like-minded spirit as you, man. You know, building those brothers up, making sure y'all on point. If you like it, but we'll just jump to the second precept, which is 2 Peter. We'll start at chapter 6. So this is the book of 2 Peter. So like it, not chapter 6, so like it's 2 Peter 2 and verse 6. So this is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And it reads, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, and making them an example of those that after shall. Salakia. Yeah, I'm reading from the top, Salakia. Verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly. Verse 7, it says, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked. For the righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds, man. You know, it's like it's telling you in verse 7, it delivered just Lot, man. So you want to be just, man. You want to be walking justly in the Lord, man. Because like it's telling you right here in verse 8, for the righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, man, it says, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds, man, because we seeing and hearing these things on a daily basis, man. From day to day, we seeing and hearing all this wickedness and the way that these people operate, man. You know, we seeing the people blaspheming the Lord. We seeing people go off on a daily. We seeing people not give a damn about keeping the commandments. We seeing these people, not giving a damn about coming back to Yahweh Shemar Shai and serving the truth, man, and serving the true living God and the truth of sincerity, man. We see these things on a daily, man. We see people bugged out, man. We see these things, man. That should vex you, man. We hear these conversations, man. We hear people talking about wickedness on the daily, man. Talking about how many blunts they gonna smoke. Talking about how many girls they gonna hit. Talking about committing adultery and fornication, man. Talking about how they wanna shoot, kill, niggas. We hear these things daily, man. This shit should vex you, man. And it seems like that's one thing that's vexing too. It seems like everybody wanna be a fucking rapper. It's always a rapper, a singer, somebody popping up, talking about bullshit, talking about vanity, man. Shit that's vexing you, man. And the people, Jake, they fall right into the trap, man. They listen to this bullshit. They getting what's the word I'm looking for? They basically, that they get in tune with that music, man. And they let that shit throw them off, man. They let that. It's basically like the music putting a spell on them, man. And they get out in tune with it. And now they want to be these things that they hearing, And with these people that's rapping, they're not even living these things. It's just for you, to fall into that trap, man. But that's neither here nor there, man. I'm just gonna jump to the book of Ecclesiastes, man. God, this. We're gonna get the book of Ecclesiastes 7 verse 7. Right, this. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7, and it reads, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than a proud in spirit, man. And the point is, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, man. Because like I was saying, man, you got to be vexed with this oppression that we receiving on the daily, man. We receiving all this different oppression from Esau, and even our own people oppressing us, man. You may got Eve on the job. She got a little supervisor position, and she feel the need to oppress you, man. She feel the need to bother you, or you got, Esau always gonna do that. God's in his spirit. He just a wicked man, but we getting oppressed daily, man, with these people on the job. And we just getting oppressed daily, with the ways of living, with the ways of society, man. Just like damn, you may be in a situation with your house, and the landlord want to up the rent. He want to up the rent on you, man. Knowing you can't afford that. Your rent go from $500 to $1,000, or your rent go from $700 to $1,200. That's oppression, man. You getting oppressed daily, man. We getting oppressed with the different gas prices. Gas going up $3 to $4, $4 to $5, man. You just getting oppressed on all different levels, man. And like the scripture telling you, surely oppression make a wise man mad, man. This is making you mad. This is making you angry, man. And like the point of hand I'm trying to bring out, you got to be angry. You got to be mad, to the point to where you want to get the hell up out of here, man. To where you want to escape this oppression, man. You want to be ready to be freed through the spirit of Yahweh Shemar Shai, man. To righteousness, man. So we can get to the kingdom, man. But we'll just jump to Romans, man. Just keep letting this thing flow. We'll grab this. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 20. And we'll read the 23. So it's the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 20. And it reads, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subject the same in hope. And we being that creature, man, we subject to vanity, man. We subject to these things of the world, like I've been saying. But just to continue on, verse 21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption and to the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Because we growing, like the scripture tell you, man. I'm gonna read it from the top, verse 21. This is Romans 8 and 21. Because the creature itself shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. It's like it, verse 20. I'm gonna start at 20. So like it, it's Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subject the same in hope. Because we subject to vanity. It's like it's telling you, though, we subject to these things. He says not willingly, but by reason of him who has subject the same in hope. Because we subject to these things so we can hope for better, man. We subject to this vanity and wickedness and all this different, wickedness on high levels in this kingdom, so we can hope for better, so we can hope for the righteousness of the kingdom to come, man. So we can hope for the glory of Yahweh to come upon us and be established, man. And then verse 21, it says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption and to the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh, man. Because we're going to be delivered from this bondage of corruption, man. From these corruptible bodies. And that's another reason, dang, corrupt my Bible. But it's like, that's another reason why you gotta be, angry, man. You gotta be vexed, because we still subject to these corruptible bodies, man. We still subject to these bodies that's subject to sin, that's subject to going off, that's subject to these wicked thoughts, man. That's subject to thinking about wickedness. That's subject to, just different things, man. You gotta be vexed for that, man. Just being in these little bodies, man. Just like the elder Matzah we're going into, man. It's kind of, I guess you could say childish to how I feel about it anyway. But like, it's real though, man. You gotta be mad, man, because you short, man. I mean, you shouldn't be stressed out about it. But when we get in the kingdom, man, we're gonna have our glorious angelic bodies, man. You short, you got brothers that short, some brothers fat, some brothers skinny. Some brothers they can't run fast. Some brothers bald, man. You gotta be vexed for these things, man. Just being in these corruptible bodies, man. But not to go in too much on that, but just going down, reading back verse 22. It says, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together now. Why the whole creation groaneth? Because we in wickedness, man. Ultimately, because Esau Edom is in rulership, man. The whole creation is groaning, man. Even the trees, the grass, the air, everything groaning, man. Everything, groaning against this, man. Even the waters, the oceans, everything polluted, the air polluted. Everything is just, it just being rainy wickedness. They chopping down all the trees, they fucking up the water. They killing off cattle, man. They slicing jeans. They fucking up everything. Esau just destroying the whole creation, man. He going off and just fucking up everything that Yahweh has established on earth, man. That's ultimately why this place got to be set up in righteousness. And that's another reason for you to be angry, man. This devil think he just do whatever he want to do, man. But to continue on, verse 23, it says, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves. Because even us, man, they have the first fruits of the Spirit. We grown up within ourselves. It says, waiting for the adoption, to wit, and the redemption of our body, man. That's why we grown, man, because we waiting for the adoption. We waiting to be, going back into one with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, man. We waiting to go back up there with King Yahweh Shai, man. Meeting King David, man. Meeting our forefathers. Meeting Isaac, meeting Jacob, man. Meeting Abraham, man. We waiting on these things, and it says the redemption of our body. Just like I said, we're waiting on the redemption of our body, man, to get those, especially the elect man, getting that angelic body, man. It's like if I'm saying that wrong, but we gonna get our bodies back, man. Being one with Yahweh Shai. And these things that our brothers should want, man. But we're just gonna continue on and get the book of Psalms, man. We'll go to Psalms 5. We'll go to the book of Psalms, chapter 5, not 5, 51 and 5. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 51 and verse 5. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and sin did my mother conceive me. So, it's basically just going to, how we subject to these corrupt bodies, man. And that's another reason, why we got to be vexed, man, because why? Like it's telling you right here in verse 5, behold, I was shaping in iniquity, and said, did my mother conceive me? We know that's another thing, just showing, just really just proving, how we shaping in sin, how we shaping in iniquity in these corruptible bodies, man. We subject to go out, we subject to have these wicked thoughts, man. But through the spirit, how about me outside, you gotta fight these things, man. It's a spiritual fight on the daily, man, that you gotta consistently, be in. You gotta consistently, be in the battle, man. You gotta consistently be, girded up and be armored up, always front line, ready to fight, man. You can't just be one of those guys in the back that don't want to fight, man. You give somebody else a sword, for them to fight for you, man. You can't be like that, man. It's a fight we all gotta endure on the daily, man. But just to go from there, we'll jump to Psalm 6 and 2. Right there. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 6 and verse 2, and it reads, have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also vexed. It's like my soul is also sore vexed. But thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake, man. So like David telling you, man, starting at the top, and just like the beginning clip, like the elder saying in the video, man, well, he not an elder, but I mean he an older man, the homeless man. Like he's saying, man, hey man, you gotta be angry, you gotta be frustrated, man. It's okay to be weak through the spirit, because when you weak through the spirit, hey man, you help out you, he gonna be strong through you, man. That's when he gonna be speaking through you, man, through the spirit, man. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna bring out some precepts on that. But just from the top, Psalm 6 and 2, it says, have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. Verse 3, my soul is also sorely vexed. But thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. And that's the spirit brothers got to be in, man. Like, hey, asking the Lord how long, man. Our soul is so vexed, man, from this, from this captivity, man. We got to be asking the Lord, pleading with the Lord, oh, how long, man? How long is it going to take for him to save us, to come and save us, man, can save the ones that was predestined to get chosen, man. That's the spirit we got to be in, being that our souls are sort of vexed, man, being that we vexed with this society and how things are going, man, Yeah, we're gonna go back to the book of Ecclesiastes, man. To leap off that, we're gonna go to Ecclesiastes 1:18, man. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 18. It says, for much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow, man. Cause just like they will tell you, man, you so vexed, man. And just being in this kingdom, man, you should be so vexed. Cause like the scripture telling you right here, Ecclesiastes 1:18, for much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow, man. Because on the daily, man, we increasing knowledge, man. Brothers come in and receive this knowledge. Just going back into Ezekiel, man, eating that roll. My mouth, it was sweet as honey, but in my stomach it was bitter, man. Because this thing is bitter, man. It get bitter knowing that, everybody not gonna make it, man. Your loved ones might not make it, man. Just like you. The girl you've been with 5, 6, 7 years, your baby mama, she might not make it, man. Your close friend, your close cousin back in the world, he might not make it, man. Your auntie, your uncles that you love the most, grandma, granddaddy, they might not make it, man. And that's just a reality that you gotta face, that you gotta deal with, brothers gotta deal with, man. And even, not even that on level, on that level, but just like it's telling you right here, in verse 8, man, increase with knowledge, increase with sorrow, man, because the wisdom is much grief, because you understanding, the wickedness of the world. Everybody else blind to it. The rest of the world, they blind to the wickedness of Esau, this devil. They blind to the wickedness and the witchcraft and the things that's going on, man. They blind to just how everything is ass backwards in this kingdom. How everything is run and ruled in wickedness, man. They just blind to the fact of You know, just like I was saying earlier, the rest of these people, they settle their leads, man. They good. They not worried. You know, they just blind to the fact of it's backwards that you got to go work 10, 12 hours out of your day, just to, you know, in multiple days, just to get a paycheck, just so you can have to go back and pay bills. You know, just so they good with these things. They feel like this how the world should go. They feel like, you know, this how it's supposed to be. Well, it's not. This is not how it's supposed to be. This not the way Yahweh Shema Shai plan for the earth to go out, man. This not how it's supposed to play out, man. You know. But soon to come, and the rest of the world, they gonna realize, man, you know. But just to bounce off that, man, a few more precepts, we're gonna get 2 Corinthians 12 and 9, man. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. You know, just going off the fact, just like what the homeless man, the elder was saying in the video, man. How when you weak, how by Ishmael Shai, he gonna be strong through you. And just like David told you in Psalms too, man. I am weak, man. It's okay to be weak, cause when you weak, that's when Yahweh Shai gonna be strong through you and through the Spirit, man. You know, like he was saying, that's when he gonna speak through you, man. You know, cause the battle is not ours, man. You know, like that old church song, they go, "This battle is not mine, but the Lord." Cause hey, that's the truth, man. This battle not ours, man. This the battle Yahweh Shai that he fighting through us. Of course, we gotta do our job on the carnal level down here in the flesh, man. Through the Spirit for Yahweh Shai, but ultimately, this battle not ours, man. It's the battle Yahweh Shai that he gonna fight for us, man. For those that's enduring for him, man. You know, for those that's in the Spirit and doing everything we got to do for Yahweh Shai, man. He gonna, you know, he gonna take the wheel. He can control everything else, man. Cause we can't really control everything, man. Everything ain't for us to control, man. It's just for us to do our part, what he told us to do. You know, and let him handle everything else, man. You know. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9. And we read down to 10. It's 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And it reads, "He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly thereof I would rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me." So like he tell you, man, my grace is sufficient. It says, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness, man. So your strength gonna be made perfect in your weakness, man. It says, most gladly thereof, I would rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me. So, you know, you gotta gladly, man. You gotta, you know, be happy, you know, to rather glory in your infirmities, like Paul was saying, so that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon you, man. Like he told you in 9, his strength is made perfect in your weakness, man. And then you go down to verse 10, it says, "Therefore I take pleasures in infirmities and in reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distress for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong," man. So when you're a weak man, that's when you're going to become strong for Hamashiach's sake, man. For Yahweh Shai, for his sake, man. You know, through all the persecutions in the world, through all the reproaches, man. For you know, for in your infirmities, man, your necessities, and all your needs and all your discretions, man. That's when you know you in your weakest point. That's when Yahweh Shai, he gonna be strong through you, man, through the Spirit, man. You know, and that's how you gotta let it be, man. Especially when you mad, when you weak, when you down and about, you stressed out, you going through it in the world. That's how you gotta be, man. Just lucky about that. But just like I was saying, man, going off 2 Corinthians 12 and 9, I can tell you, man, in verse 10. "Therefore I take pleasures in infirmities and reproaches and in necessities and persecutions and distress for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong." So, you know, you got to take pleasure in your infirmities, man. When you're down and about, when you're going through it with your body. Even in reproaches, man. When people reproach you on a job, or just people reproach you out and about in public, you know, just for being an Israelite, man. Just for, you know, just for knowing the truth and understanding what they don't understand. And even, I can tell you, in necessities, man, in needs, man, and you know, whenever you need something, you down about, hey, you know, it's okay. You got to take pleasure in it, cause that's when Yahweh Shai gonna be strong through you, man. And then it says in persecutions, man, when you getting persecuted, man, you may be getting persecuted on the job, you know, persecuted by your family, man. You may be getting, you know, just like, you know, just you know, something we all go through. We get persecuted by the world. You know, ultimately we're outcast to the world, man. You know, they trying to persecute us on a daily, and it says in disgrace us, man. You know, when you stressed out for this truth, or you stressed out in this world, you know, you going through, you trying to make ends meet. You know, it says, hey, for Hamashiach's sake, hey, you gotta take pleasure in that. What? For Hamashiach's sake, man. For Yahweh Shemiyahush's sake, man. You can't let these things, you know, ruffle your feathers, man. You know, they may ruffle your feathers a little bit, but you can't let them get you out of character, man. Because just going back to Ephesians, well, I think it was 4:26. Hey, be ye angry and sin not. You know, you shouldn't let these things make you, you know, to the point to where you sin, man. That's why I said be ye angry and sin not, man. Because that's really the whole point of the lesson, man. You know, just being angry, being in that spirit of being angry and vexed to the point to where you want to, you take pleasure in these things, like Paul telling you, you take pleasure in being weak, and you want to do this truth, you want to do this work, you know, as much as possible to get the hell up out of here, man. So like, you know, so you can get up out of here and be counted worthy, man. Like I've been saying, man. You know, it should really push you and motivate you. That should, you know, especially brothers that, you know, that's out here that's vexed for real, man, and that really want to get out of this thing, man. Really be angry at times, man. You want to control your anger to the point where, like I've been saying, it push you to do the work, man. You know, like how I say, coach used to say back in the day, take that anger out on the field, man. You know, your mama might have pissed you off, or you might have had a bad day at school. They be like, take the anger out on the field, or your friends might have pissed you off. You know, you got to take that anger out on the truth, man. Not saying the hell with it or damn the truth, but you got to take that anger out to where it make you go hard, man, and make you upload 3, 4, 5 videos a week, and make you, you know, you going out of camp having a mighty camp, have you mighty in the spirit, man, through Yahweh Shemiyahushai, man. And just like the scripture saying, it's okay to be weak, man, because that's when Yahweh Shemiyahushai gonna be strong through you, man. You know, and I just really conclude on my whole point. You know, just Lord willing, this video is edifying. We just gonna stop it here. We're giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Again, double honor to the elders, apostles, the great millstone, and shalom to the whole elect, man. Until next time.